Hello and welcome. Assalamu alaikum. Thank you for joining us.
We're going to be posting videos like these on a regular basis, so please click the red subscribe button below so that you'll be the first to watch these videos and never miss out.
For the 21 video series, everything you ever wanted to know about Islam and the Muslim culture,
but couldn't be bothered to ask,
just click the link at the top right of this screen.
Also, please help us reach as many people as possible by sharing the link with anybody you think should see these videos.
But for now, let's take a look at today's video.
Enjoy!
Did you know the Grand Mosque of Paris was built in 1926 as a token of gratitude for the 100,000 Muslims who gave their lives in the war effort fighting for France in the First World War.
Evidence of their sacrifice is on display in a corner of Notre Dame de Lorette, where many of those who fell on the Western Front are buried.
The Muslim headstones are distinguishable by their Islamic inscriptions. However, if you look more closely, you will notice that the gravestones of the Muslims who fell tilt eastwards towards Mecca. This is a respectful tribute from a very grateful nation.
The headstones were actually designed by the French painter Etienne Dinet, who converted to Islam in 1908.
Did you know?
During World War II, the Grand Mosque of Paris then gave Muslim identities to Jewish people to help hide them from the Nazis. This act placed French Muslims in grave danger, however saved untold numbers of Jewish lives.
Muslims are often portrayed as the enemy within, and that they are recent arrivals who have never made a positive contribution in Europe.
Yet it is evident that a great number of Muslims laid down their lives for a free Europe.
And their contribution should never be forgotten.
In searching for pictures to utilise in this section, it was actually really upsetting to note the vast majority of pictures that were actually available online show the desecration of these graves in Notre Dame de Lorette, France's largest military cemetery.
The graves of the Muslim fallen have been desecrated with anti-Islamic slogans, with swastikas. Many of the gravestones had been daubed with single letters, which when read together spelled out anti-Islam slurs. One gravestone had been hung with a pig's head. Unfortunately, this wasn't an isolated incident, as all this had happened 1 year previously.
Notre Dame de Lorette is actually located near some of the bloodiest battlefields of World War I, close to the town of Arras in northern France.
Whilst Islam may not be the path of choice for everyone, common decency, respect and love should be.
This cemetery is the final resting place for over 40,000 soldiers who, more than 100 years ago, laid down their lives fighting for the very freedom the perpetrators of these vile acts enjoy today.
These people laid down their lives for the freedoms that we enjoy today. There's freedoms like freedom of speech, the freedom to come and go as we please, and the freedom to follow the religion of our choice. These freedoms would not exist without the sacrifice that these people made. I fail to see how anybody could justify their actions in desecrating those graves.
It's difficult not to take this personally. You may well have relatives who fought and maybe even died during the First World War. Stories passed down by relatives of loved ones who sacrificed themselves for the very freedoms that we enjoy today. How would we feel if it was the graves of our ancestors or the graves of our loved ones that have been treated in such a vile manner?
It's only by coming together with a sense of understanding, with a sense of unity and peace, that we can all live together in harmony.
Muslims who fought against tyranny and oppression didn't only fight supporting the French efforts. It is estimated that over 2.5 million Muslims fought alongside the Allies during the First World War. These include 400,000 Indian Muslims who fought for the British Army.
There were 200,000 Algerians.
More than 100,000 Tunisians.
40,000 Moroccans.
almost 100,000 West Africans,
as many as 5,000 Somalis and Libyans,
5,000 American Muslims who travelled to Europe to fight during the First World War,
and let's not any of us forget the 1.3 million Russian Muslims who also fought in that Great War in support of the Allied forces.
These soldiers were followed into the trenches by their imam, whose duties included leading group prayers and reciting the call to prayer into the ears of the dying. Special orders were issued on when and how to pray during battle conditions.
Hot halal food was routinely served by the cooks that followed these men into battle.
When medical supplies ran out, some of these soldiers used traditional herbal medicines brought over from their homelands to help treat their injured colleagues irrespective of faith.
We should never allow the sacrifices that these men made in fighting and very often laying down their lives in support of the Allies in this great war. Without their help and support, who knows what the outcome of that war might have been? And who knows what our lives might be today? So we really hope you enjoyed that.
For the 21 video series, everything you ever wanted to know about Islam and the Muslim culture,
but couldn't be bothered to ask,
click the link in the top right of the screen.
Also, please subscribe by clicking the red button below if you haven't already done so. We want to reach as many people as we possibly can.
Thank you once again for your support, and we'll see you in the next video.
Assalamu alaikum
Wa rahmatullahi
wa barakatuh. Bismillah.